What's up, y'all? Welcome to Business Live Q&A. I am Jasmine Tomlin. I am your business consultant. So, I know y'all probably thinking like, girl, what are you going live for today? If y'all didn't see my instant post last night in my stories about going live, I'm going to be talking to y'all about y'all business questions. Now, I did get tons and tons and tons of questions yesterday, but they were mainly about social media. So not only am I going to be talking about business, but I am going to talk about social media today. So first things first, here are some ground rules about today. I'm answering y'all questions, but I need some engagement. So when you join, welcome. Once again, I'm Jasmine, but I need y'all to like this. I need y'all to share with other entrepreneurs that y'all know, as well as just engage with me, talk with me. I hope y'all can hear me. Got my AirPods in, as well as I'm outside. I'm not one of them type of girls. I like to be in the house, but because this is so spur of the moment, I did want to get outside, get some fresh air. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with the social media questions that y'all had to ask. There were quite a few. Like, y'all love social media so much, but little do y'all know, business is more than social media. I need y'all to elevate outside of social media. Let's start there, but let me take a swig of water. All right. So first things first, first question. And this was like the most asked question. How often should I post? And if y'all see me looking over here, I wrote down all of y'all stuff, all of y'all questions. So I'm gonna be sure to get to them. But also, if you're new here, I'm Jasmine. If you haven't asked a question in my DMs yet, ask it below and I'll get to it at some point. So the most asked question is, how often should I post? Y'all, I need y'all to realize it's not about how often you post your business. It's the value within your business. It's the value within your content that matters. So asking how often should I post, the question you should be asking yourself is, how hard am I willing to go with my content? Am I going to only post what everybody else is posting? Am I going to go against the grain, which is going against what everybody is saying? Am I going to solely talk about my business, or am I going to talk about other people's businesses? Because let me tell y'all something. I worked with quite a few of y'all, and so many of y'all want to be like everybody else. Y'all want to be like your favorite girl bosses, your favorite male inspirations, and y'all don't realize the beauty of the differentiation between y'all don't understand the huge differentiation that lies within yourselves. So don't ask how often should I post. Ask yourself, what is the value that I can offer to other people? Another heavily asked question is, do I need to create a business profile? Do I need to create a business page? It depends on who you are. So I'm a business consultant, but I also share like lifestyle content, and I don't have a business page. I did previously, and I actually closed it maybe, I want to say back in the summer of 2021, because I wasn't using it. So my advice to you is, ask yourself, like, are you going to heavily update your business page like you would your personal page? I would say there needs to be a line of demarcation as far as what are you going to share. When the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez trial was going about, a lot of y'all were sharing y'all opinions on y'all business pages. If you are not a blogger, a gossiper, lawyer, in politics or anything like that, that shouldn't have even been shared on your business page. Y'all are hairstylists. Come on now, make it make sense. Next question, should I pay for a blue check? Y'all asked it. For Instagram and Facebook, I'm gonna say no. It is a waste of time. I really wish she would stop revving her engine. But this is live, so you gotta get what you gotta get. But should y'all pay for a blue check, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter? I'ma say for Twitter, it's not for vanity. To me, it's more so for the features. I have a blue check on Twitter, but I love Twitter, so that's what I use it for. Just the Twitter actually offers, like, it has benefits. I'm not trying to push my content further. I like to be able to edit my tweets. I like to be able to tweet longer. That's what I use my Twitter blue check for. Instagram and Facebook, they lied to y'all. Anybody that told y'all that y'all are going to be able to get your content pushed forward, you would be the first thing that pops up on people's timeline, they lied. They lied, they lied, they lied. The blue check on Instagram and Facebook is for vanity. People were saying that, oh, it's gonna, the one thing that I can say is that the blue check allows you to verify that you are you. That's it for Instagram and Facebook. You also have to think about, when you get a blue check, if you have a business page too, you should not just get it for your personal page, but also your business page, and that's money. So that is an investment if you look at it. Outside of that, I don't recommend it. But honestly, I don't care for it anyways. So that's that. I got questions about, should I buy followers? No. When we're talking about engagement, when we're talking about like authenticity, buying followers is not authentic. It's just not. It's shallow, if we being honest. Followers do not equate to dollars. I'm gonna repeat that. Followers do not equate to dollars. So you're wasting your money. Because here's the thing. If you buy followers, and let's say you had 500 followers originally, and you bought, let's say, 10,000, and you post good content, are you really going to get at least half of that in engagement? You're not, because majority of your followers are now bought. So no, you should not buy followers. Next question, are hashtags relevant? Yes. Now, on all social media platforms, you have to be careful with the types of hashtags that you use, because some hashtags are shadow banned. And unfortunately, there's nothing that you or anyone else can do about it. So be careful of what type of hashtags you are using. Be specific with your hashtags. Think about it like this. Think about, if you're looking for a barber in Detroit, what are you going to type in as a hashtag to find that specific type of barber? Barbers in Detroit. Or maybe a specific city within Detroit. You have to be specific with the way that you hashtag. You have to be consistent with your hashtags, and so on and so forth. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, there are some hashtags that are shadow banned. Some that are shadow banned are like basic sayings. So like if you do hashtag love or hashtag maybe best day ever, whatever, for whatever reason you would use that. Using some of those type of hashtags are the ones that are literally banned. I don't think that the business type are shadow banned. I just think it's when you get down to those super simple hashtags like best friends forever or first day of school, maybe, just try to spice it up with your hashtags. But what I will say with hashtags is, whatever you use, especially when you're niche based, continue to use them. So if you are a nail tech, be sure to use the same relevant nail tech types of hashtags, especially that are specific to whatever type of content you are posting. Thank you for engaging as well. I really do appreciate it. This was a good question. Is ChatGPT worth it? Absolutely. So if you are unaware of what ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence website, and they now have an app where if you have a question about a book and you have to do a summary of the book, you just type into their search engine, create me a 5-paragraph essay about the book How to Kill a Mockingbird. How to Kill a Mockingbird, my bad. And it will generate the 5-paragraph essay on how to kill a mockingbird. Now, though it is extremely worth it, you have to add your own terminology to it. They're going to give you the most basic answers. They're going to be good for when you having brain fog, when you're unable to think of maybe something to say, but they're also going to they're going to generate something that is extremely generic. And if you're going to use ChatGPT for your captions or how to title a YouTube video, you want to be specific, but you also are able to regenerate the responses that they give to you. So yes, ChatGPT, my bad, is worth it. Someone asks, is Twitter a good place to market my business? I say yes. I am an avid Twitter user, and I also I think that Twitter is overlooked when it comes to business. Now, Twitter isn't like your Facebook where you can share so many pictures in a post or videos and stuff like that. They're upgrading, they're updating, but Twitter is similar to Facebook where you have the ability to really be descriptive when you're talking about your business or about an opinion, about an idea. Twitter is something that I will say a lot of people don't realize it, but they don't play no games on Twitter. Like, you're not going to go on Twitter, announce a business, people follow you, people support you, and you say something very controversial and they decide that, like, they're not going to let you get away with any old thing. Let's say that, okay? My bad, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. I'm back. Twitter, they're not gonna allow you to just say what you want to say and get away with it. They will do research on you. So let's say you announce that you're starting a makeup line. Cool. People gonna follow you, support you. But the minute you do something controversial, the minute you step out of line, you get out of pocket, let me tell you, they on your ass. Just be careful. But Twitter is definitely a great place to market your business. Welcome. Someone asks, how can I hire influencers for the low? Hiring influencers for the low has to be strategic, but I say when trying to hire someone, do a collaboration with anyone, it's important that you know what you can offer them as well as what you would like in return. So it has to be a 50-50 exchange. Let's say you sell hair. As a hair entrepreneur, it is important that you realize your inventory. What do you risk from an influencer relationship? What do you gain from it? If you are unaware of that, do not look to hire anyone. Like, you need to know specifics. You need to do your research. Everybody that is an influencer is not worthy to rock your brand name. They're not worthy of always being the face of your brand. So you have to be careful. But do your research. Do your due diligence. Please, please, please. Someone asks, what scheduling app do I use? Unfortunately, I do not use scheduling apps at the moment. There are tons. Right off the top of my head that I can think of is Hootsuite, the Later app, it's one that's social something. I can't think of it. But these are easy Google searches. But I currently don't use a scheduling app. But what I will say is I've previously used some. And what I can say is that using a scheduling app can help you when you are extremely busy. And it's like having an assistant, but you're still doing the work, just not on a consistent basis. So with most scheduling apps, you get up to at least 1 to 2 social media profiles for free, and you get a certain amount of days or a certain amount of times that you can post consistently. That not even consistently. Basically, you get a certain amount of profiles and a certain amount of times that you can share until you either have to pay for it or until you have to wait until your scheduled posts are officially scheduled. So it's scheduling apps are definitely worth it. Those are also investments. Hey Tammy girl, welcome. Those are also really important to use within your business, but sometimes they can become pricey. The next social media question that y'all ask is, what type of content should I share? And y'all also ask, how long does it take to create content? The type of content that you should be sharing depends on who you are, what you're selling, what you're offering. So something that you love, you too. Can't wait to see you, girl. The types of content that you should be sharing depends on the type that you are, the type of business that you have. So educational content to me is extremely important, especially when you're dealing with health. So skincare businesses, hair businesses, things that require people to spend money or make money. Like, you want to talk about risk factors, you want to educate those people. Other types of content, like entertaining is really good when you have such a serious business. It tends to allow you as well as your audience to kind of break the ice and not always be so serious. And like I said, another question was, how long does it take to create content? Is based off of you. ChatGPT, the app that I talked about earlier, allows you to cut down how long it takes you to think about the type of content that you want to create. Someone asked, how can I stand out on social media? Standing out is based off your authenticity. I'm here in a ponytail, some shorts, a hoodie, and a hat. I don't normally dress like this when I come on camera, but this was a spur of the moment event. We are gathered here to really grow our businesses online. We're gathered here to grow our social media accounts. So why not come like I dress around the house, like I go and do my errands? Standing out doesn't have to be so difficult. If you are a no makeup girl, be that. If you are someone you dress to the nines, be that. If you have to make scripts, I used to be that girl, but I stopped because I realized how much I was talking like a robot. Like, do what makes you feel comfortable. Welcome. If you can, share this live. We're talking about how to grow our businesses via social media and talking about business information, things like that. But how to stand out online, you got to be yourself. That's for starters. After that, it just flows naturally. There's no true equation to standing out on social media. Someone said, is it necessary to get in front of the camera? It depends on what type of business you have, what type of brand you have. A lot of business owners, they hire influencers, they hire models. Sometimes they join their models. It just depends on you, your comfortability, and what you're trying to promote. If you made a hiccup within your business where you have to issue an apology Some people prefer for the CEO, the founder, or whoever to stand in front of a camera, speak from the heart. That shows true accountability, and it also shows compassion. We've seen it time and time again where people in the sports world, people in tech and whatever, they make a hiccup and they're going straight to their iPhone notes and sharing an apology. That doesn't really show true compassion. So showing up in front of a camera isn't always necessary, but in dire situations, it is important. Someone asked, how can I get my audience to engage with my business content? Use call to actions. Oh, that's a big bird. Sorry, y'all. Use call to actions. Call to actions are, oh my God, I'm scared. Call to actions are informations that you request of people. So within this live, I have asked y'all to share this live, heart this live. Please do if you haven't. I'm calling you to do an action for me, and when you do that action for me, it helps the engagement, but also pushes this live's algorithm. But you just have to ask people. Within my journey of being on social media, I find it very embarrassing to ask people to do stuff. At least I did. And the simple fact of the matter is, if you don't ask anybody to do anything, no one will do anything. That's plain and simple. So what's the old saying? A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Just keep that in mind when you are feeling scared to ask people to do something for you. Another social media question that people ask is how to manage burnout. Burnout is based on you. So if you are posting every day, 3 times a day, morning, noon, and at night, and you've been doing it consistently for a full month, of course you're going to experience burnout. Excuse me. Ways to manage it is adjusting your consistency level. Yes, that is amazing that you're posting 3 times a day, but if it's affecting your health, your mental, your physical, emotional, whatever, don't you think you should adjust it? It only makes sense. By adjusting it, maybe you could post 1 time a day for 7 days straight. Or going back to using a scheduling app. Instead of you physically posting day in, day out, put it on a scheduling app. But of course, like I said earlier, there are limitations to the free scheduling apps. You're going to probably have to invest into a paid subscription. And the last social media business question that y'all asked, and this is the most annoying, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I cannot stand this question. But someone asked, well, a lot of y'all asked, what are the steps to going viral? I got a question for y'all. How many of y'all are ready to go viral? Do you have the inventory? Do you have the manpower to go viral? So many of y'all want these influencers to promote y'all businesses. Y'all want everybody to know that y'all got Jada Waiter in y'all sweatshirt. But when Jada Waiter's fans come through, how many of y'all truly have the manpower of going viral? My bad. Y'all don't. I see it from y'all websites. I see it from y'all booking sites. And let's be clear here, a lot of y'all don't even have the websites. A lot of y'all don't even have the booking sites. I'm not here to judge. But if I want to go viral, I'm going to make sure that I have the capacity to do so. And by doing so, it's having a well-working website, a well-working and functional booking site. If you don't have that, you can't expect millions, hundreds, and thousands of people to, oh my God, that is so loud. My bad, y'all. But when you don't have that, you can't expect to truly go viral. You can't. So now it is time to transition into our business portion of the Business Live Q&A. And if you are new here, if you're just joining, welcome. Please like, share with anybody you know, and let's get into it. And if you got any questions, if I haven't answered it yet, drop it below. Engage with me, talk to me, y'all. I'm here for y'all. I ain't did a live since last summer. Thank y'all. I have not done a live since last summer. I'm outside. Y'all, listen, I'm here for y'all, man. But I appreciate it. So the first business question somebody asks is, and this is commonly asked, do I need an LLC? The truth and the fact of the matter is, business structures, business licensing, all depend on the type of business you have, all depends on the behind the scenes stuff that is going on within your business. If you're new here, welcome. Please like, heart, ask questions if you have any. This is a business live. I just went through some social media questions. Talk to me, y'all. Share with anybody that you know. But thank y'all for joining. Keep going. Let's keep going. Needing an LLC is not necessary. You can do business without a business structure, without a business license. You just should. I cannot tell anyone specific because a lot of people didn't leave exactly what type of businesses they have, but it all depends on you, your team, of what type of business license you should have. The next question somebody asked, is a website necessary? Yes. I don't care if you're an influencer, you need a website, you need a portfolio of what you've done, what you do, who do you desire to work with. Even if you're a hairstylist, you might not need a website, but you need a booking site. It's all the same thing. If you don't have it, I'm not booking with you. Listen, y'all, it's 2023. I'm not booking nobody through a DM. Call me bougie, call me whatever. It ain't happening. Nope, not on my watch, not on my dime. It's not happening. Welcome everybody. If you haven't already, like this live, share this live, do what y'all gotta do. Thanks. And we're gonna keep going with the business live questions. Someone asked, and I am looking at my notes over here. Someone asked for me to share examples of recruiting new clients and customers. That is so simple. It is so easy. The best thing that you can do is DM people. DM people that you think fit your criteria, that you think fit your prerequisites. So let's say you're a hairstylist and you see this girl hair is done all the time, but one day in her stories you see that she is complaining about unprofessionalism, and you know that you value your client's opinions, your client's perspectives, and you hit her up, and you know your job in her DMs is to let her know, like, oh, you would never let that happen. Here's client testimonials of things that people have said about your work and what you do. So to recruit new clients, new customers, I definitely recommend for you to DM. And I say DM versus going under people's pictures and content is because it's personal. Some people want to feel, how can I put it? Sliding in the DMs is very personal. It's very personalized. When you're under someone's comments, you just like the rest of them. You just like the rest of anybody else that is under their comments. It's not, they kind of want you to beg. Let's keep it a buck. They want you to beg. Someone asked, what should I do first? Branding or marketing? And they put branding first. I don't know if it's because they're just doing it alphabetically, but branding does come first. I teach the notion that branding is the heart to any business. You can't do nothing without branding. I don't care how hard you try. I really don't. I don't care how hard you try. You cannot do anything without branding first. You cannot market without branding. You cannot jump on Instagram, start a business, and just market it. you're going to use some type of color scheme, right? You're going to use some type of logo, right? You need branding to market your business. That is first and foremost. Someone asks, how important is a business plan to the beginning stages of a business? Very important. On top of having branding come before marketing, guess what? The business plan comes before the marketing plan. So before you can ever market a business, you need to know exactly what your business is. A lot of people don't. A lot of people actually, they don't even have a mission. They don't have a vision. They just want to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in some instances, before you can make money, you need to know who you're targeting. Everybody not your customer. Everybody not your future client. You need to know these things. Somebody asked, do I need a logo? This goes back into how can I stand out on social media? Having a logo. If everybody is pink and white, and even though pink might be your favorite color, your business doesn't have to be based on your favorite color. Your business is based on what you represent. Welcome. If you're new here, please like this live. Please share this live. And if you have any questions pertaining to business, comment them below and I will answer them. But logos are extremely beneficial when it comes to standing out, making a name for yourself. When we see that's a FedEx truck right there, but when we see the FedEx truck, we know exactly, well, first of all, it says FedEx in the logo, but when you see that logo, you know it's FedEx. Walmart has changed their logo. It looks like a little star or a sun, but when you see that logo, you know it's Walmart. So logos are definitely important when it comes to identifying a brand or business. You do need a logo, but it's not necessary in the beginning stages unless you are marketing. Someone asked how to obtain an office and a storefront, and they also asked for tips on budgeting to invest more into their business. I hate to break it to you, but not everybody needs an office. Not everybody needs a storefront. In order to budget for your business, to be able to invest or to make particular moves, it is important that you know your revenue, that you know your overhead costs, that you know all of the beneficial financial needs within your business. Every hairstylist is not going to be able to afford a storefront, simply off the fact that either they only do hair or they don't do enough hair. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a fact of the matter of your finances. Like, storefronts are no different than owning homes. They cost. And just like if you can't afford your home, what's going to happen? You're going to get put out. You're going to get evicted. So the tips that I have is you got to know your behind the scenes income. What's being put in, what's being taken out monthly and quarterly. Next, this is hiring questions. So I have two. I was asked, should I hire family and friends? And I was also asked, when should I hire help? Hiring family and friends can be extremely iffy. I can't tell you yes, I can't tell you no, but you need to know how well are people going to work under you. You need to know how well are people going to be able to take orders from you that are family and friends. I think in the beginning stages, it works. I think when the true money, revenue, and things like that come about, that's when people start to see, okay, that's when your family and friends start to see, I'm sorry, y'all. It is a lot going on, but we ain't got that many more questions to go. Oftentimes, when the money starts rolling in, that's when the problems between family and friends as your help begins to become a problem. So honestly, it's just up to you. I honestly say don't, but a lot of y'all have really great business ideas and really great things that y'all are trying to do, and y'all do need help. So I definitely just say know when to let them in and know when to let them go. So when it comes to the hiring for help in general, definitely hire when the business picks up. Definitely. There's nothing wrong with doing it by yourself, but you can only do it by yourself for so long, especially as a product-based business owner. Someone asked how to get testimonials without begging. I said it earlier. When you're trying to recruit people, most of the people that either want to work with you, want to buy from you, sometimes they want you to beg. Listen, I know it's hard to believe, but it's the God honest truth. A lot of people like for you to beg. So if you worked with someone, if you did someone's hair, why would it be hard for you to get them to say how well you did their hair? Here's a good tip. If you're doing someone's hair, record their reaction when you turn them around in the mirror. The person that did my sewing, she did that. I never try to peek or nothing like that. I let them do their thing. And then if I see it at the end and I don't like it, then we gonna talk about it. But for the most part, like, it's all on you. Getting testimonials is all on you. If you had a busy day when you're doing hairstyles or cutting hair and things like that, like, slide in those DMs and ask for the testimonial. Whether you get a text-based proof, text-based proof, or you get a video or a picture, ask for it, I'm telling you. Someone asked, can I fire difficult clients? Yes, but the only way to be able to fire somebody is if you have it in your terms and conditions, in your contracts, in your client agreements. And this would actually be a long answer if you told me what industry you're in, but if you asked how can I fire difficult clients, the true answer to that is you need to immediately go to your contract, your client agreements, your terms and conditions, terms of service, and see, have you stated that you can fire people? If you haven't, I'm not going to say it's hard to, but you need to create a process as to how are you going to be fired? How can a client be fired from an interaction with you? What can lead to someone being fired as a client? If you need further assistance with that, please DM me. Someone asked how to start a low-cost business, and they, of course, did not leave what industry they are in. Starting a low-cost business would include, I would need to know exactly what your business is, because being in a product-based business, most people do drop shipping. Drop shipping is really good for low-cost businesses. Some people join the consulting and coaching realm, but honestly, if you have to focus on the cost, you probably shouldn't be doing it. It should come from your passion. It should come from experience. It should come from a lot of things outside of cost. There are tons of people that have the funds, they have the resources to start businesses, but guess what? They don't know what they're doing. So they start and they close. They open, they close. Hey, welcome. I have 2 more questions. Someone asked, when is the best time to pivot within their business? And I just have to say, the best time to pivot within your business, and I talked about this in a reel before, but the best time to pivot within your business is when you're not making enough money or any money at all, when you are cussing and fussing at your customers and clients, And mainly like when you feel overworked, you feel stressed, you might not need to pivot, you might just have to close shop for a second. But knowing when to pivot is when you really don't have a passion for it. That's what I honestly believe. I would pivot if I wasn't passionate about XYZ. So to me, that's the best time to pivot. Pivot before you make any rash and harsh decisions. Some people let life really damn nearly take them out, and when all they had to do was just pump the brakes and just step away from it. So yeah, pivot when it's emotionally, physically, mentally too much or not enough. That's what I think. And one of the last questions that I have received quite a few times is, when should I introduce myself as a business owner? I noticed, and this is from personal experience, we don't like to reintroduce ourselves. We think just because people follow us that they know us. No, they don't. I can follow you today and you might be a hairstylist, and then 2 weeks from now you might become a nail tech. You have to reintroduce yourself almost as often as you want. There's no specific time frame to reintroduce yourself. But typically most people reintroduce themselves when they get an influx of followers, when they pivot to something different, when they haven't been posting, I don't want to say consistently, but when they aren't always showing up online, when they pop in and out, that's when people typically reintroduce themselves. But there's no specific way to or reason to. Reintroducing yourself is just allowing you to constantly keep everybody updated with where you are, what you're doing, and how you're doing. So that was it for my business questions. I want to thank y'all for joining. I don't see any more questions from earlier. But if you are watching the replay, please like this, drop any questions below that you have pertaining to either social media or business. If you don't feel comfortable dropping them in the comment section, please feel free to DM me. Also share this, share. I do plan on going back live more often. Like I said, this is my first live of 2023. I first started going live last year and really enjoyed it, so I want to get back to that. Thank y'all for joining me today. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will catch y'all in the next one. See y'all.